Good morning, students. Today we will learn about network architecture. Network architecture refers to how computers are organized and how tasks are allotted among these computers. It is mainly categorized into two major types. First, peer-to-peer network. Second, client-server network. Let us begin with the first category, that is peer-to-peer network. Peer, have you heard this word ever? You must have heard like that peer pressure. Peer means all are in the same category. Here no one is the boss and no one is the slave. All are under same category. So we will just discuss about peer-to-peer network. A network of two or more computers that uses the same type of programs to communicate and share data is called a peer-to-peer network. Each computer or peer, here what we are calling, each computer in a network is called as a peer, is considered equal in terms of responsibilities, and each acts as a server to others in the network. In peer-to-peer networks, best work in the small environment, not in the big environment. When the number of computers are more, this type will not work. So these networks are designed primarily for small to medium local area networks. One should not use peer-to-peer network if more than 10 computers are to be connected together. Second category is client-server network. Now we have to understand two terms, client and the server. We have so many computers in a network, but among them, one is certain powerful. It has the rights to control the other networks. So that powerful computer is known as the server. Server has to decide which work is to be allotted to which client. So what is client-server network? A network in which one or more computers are designated as servers and other computers on the network are clients, can request services from the server is known as client-server network. Now what about server? What is server basically? Server, sometimes called the host computer. It controls access to the hardware and software on the network and provides a centralized storage area for programs, data, and information. We go for the shopping in the malls. What we see, where we do the payment, we generally see only the keyboard, screen, and the printer. Where is the CPU then? So it is all controlled at the centralized place. Server is controlling all the clients. When a user connects to the server, then applications, files, printers, etc. become available. For example, a file server stores and manages files. A database server stores and provides access to the database. Some servers provide a specific task and they are called as dedicated servers. A print server manages printers and documents being printed. A network server manages network traffic. A web server is a computer that delivers requested web pages to your computer. Let us understand about client. In a diagram, we have so many computers all around the server. Server is in the center. It is controlling all the clients. So what is basically a client? Client is a computer system that relies on a server for all the resources. For example, a server might store a network version of word processing program. Every client on the network can access the word processing program on the server.